Hey guys, what's going on? This is Cheney 180
The Fallen Fed. Hey guys, what's up?
and you're listening to another episode of They're Not Dolls.
The Quickie Mini episode number 36. What's up, guys? What's up to all the chat migos? Welcome.
So today we've got a very special guest. When they're not interviewing Hasbro gentlemen at conventions or making amazing clothing for all of us wonderful collectors out there. What might you be doing other than that? Welcome to the show, Kevin and Sean.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
How's it going, everyone?
Sweet.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, thanks for hopping on with us. So we have got quite a bit to talk about today. Well, first off, we can start off with what I like to do with people that are first on the show is, ask them who they are and what they do for the audience that may not know who you guys are.
All right. So I'll start off.
Okay.
So my name's Sean. I am the HF part of TAxHF. What that stands for is Hype Faction. So toying around Hype Faction. And just a little bit of background from me. Based in Toronto. I work some freelance graphic design. Also in some project management. And of course, we're here to talk about toys. And you better believe I'm a collector. So
Nice.
that's it for me. Yep.
That's what we like to hear around these parts.
Yeah, and I'm Kevin. I'm also in Toronto here as well. Collect a whole bunch of stuff, and we're just here to talk about, our brand and what we're doing in the community.
Awesome. And so I mentioned earlier, you guys may know the one and only CJ. He may
Yes,
be in
yeah.
your neck of the woods. And another wonderful name, the one and only Mike Wang himself.
Yes, sir. Beast mode.
Yes, beast mode. Love both of those guys. All right. Well, if you want to go ahead and break down, I guess, kind of where the concept of this started, how it started, and pretty much how you got to where you're at now, if that's cool.
Sounds good. Yeah. So me and Kevin have been in touch for a while. We actually met through a toy group that we had in Toronto. Shout out to Northern Legends. Hope everyone out there is good. And just through various trades, we got cool, and we just started shooting off ideas in regards to like what we want to do for the future, etc. Somehow the information had gotten out that I wanted to start my own clothing line at one point, apparel with some of my illustrations. And Kevin, you want to touch upon that?
Yeah, so I had some ideas about what kind of designs that we could put out there, and I knew Sean had his own line. He was a designer, illustrator, and we just started brainstorming ideas. And we knew it had something to do with toys. Obviously, we're I don't know. We just want to do something that was more streetwear, and at the same time, toys. Even if you're not into toys, you could still rock the clothes, and it would still look decent on you. Like it doesn't have to be those in-your-face kind of clothing brands that have
Right.
like Star Wars or Adidas Star Wars shoes that say pew pew on the back. Like it doesn't have to be like that. It
Yeah,
should be low key, but you still know what it is.
I prefer a more subtle approach to that kind of stuff myself.
For sure, for sure. Also, a couple of things that we wanted to keep with it too is keeping with the collector kind of mindset. So like I'm sure you've heard of like different brands such as like Bape or Supreme, kind of having with that collector base. So like you can get it for a limited time. That's what we initially want to do with actually most of our t-shirts are like that. So just go in. So for example, the Galactus, we call that the DOW, Devourer of Worlds.
Nice.
Right. So like that was put out for a limited amount of time. And really just pushing onto that fact that, hey, like these are collectible items, and you wear what you collect, right? Collect what you wear.
You're right.
Yeah, we still have people ask about the Galactus to this day. I mean, we've been doing this for like a year now, but we haven't put out another Galactus yet. Like we're trying to keep that mentality that look, we have the pre-order up for a while. Get on it when you can.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Do you guys do big guy sizes?
Yeah, we got 2X, we got 3X. It's all possible. I don't know if we can do any more than that.
I'll just get two and put them together. That's cool. No, 3X is fine. That's awesome. That's cool.
So, I just wanted to say that, oh my goodness. All right. So I just want to say that, I definitely dig your guys' stuff. I'm bringing up your site here so everybody can check it out. The Sentinel idea is genius. I just, when I saw it, I initially thought, man, that's so simple but so cool. You know what I mean? Like I'm like,
Yeah.
how did I not think of that? Like, it's just so yeah, it's so cool.
We went with like one of the most badass toys, right?
Yes.
Playing
Yes.
off that nostalgia feel at the same time. Not much has come close to it since then, so we wanted to kind of start off with a big splash, and that's what we went with.
Yeah. And then what is it? You guys have pins that you're working on now or that are
Yeah, we just released some enamel pins. It's part of the MHR collection. And yeah, like honestly, like it looks really good. I was actually really excited about that. I was telling Kevin, I was like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, damn, really? These things look amazing.
yeah,
Yeah.
they look very nice. And
They're
then
clean and shiny, and if it weren't for the coronavirus, we would have had them a little bit earlier. But there were some delays.
yeah, and then all right, so we've also got buttons as well. So
Yeah, we got buttons. We're just trying to make it so that if you're going to a convention, you're going to a show, you're going to the comic store, you got like a fanny pack. Some people have the denim jacket with all their patches on.
right.
We just want to be, hanging out with the rest of the stuff that you want to represent.
Nice.
We have Adam Van Wickler says, I need to get a Shang-Chi shirt.
Yes, that
In your
is
chat, I want to let people know Shang-Chi, we dropped that first. We wanted it out for Chinese New Year. But now that the movie's pushed back a little bit, it's definitely going to be coming back up again.
okay.
Maybe when there's a trailer or closer to the release date, because, those are definitely going to go hand in hand.
Yes, absolutely, and it'll help. It'll help on both aspects there. So people will want it, and you'll have that urge. So
Definitely.
I might comment here that your guys' stuff is so awesome and cool that people have decided to bootleg it even. It's gotten that much of a good reception. I noticed that even the Hasbro team likes your guys' stuff. I saw your guys' interview for ACBA that you did up there in Canada when they unveiled the Alpha Flight box set. So, how was that experience? Was that fun? Were you guys nervous about it or?
Yeah, man, we had a game plan. Like Sean and I were both waiting in line at the Hasbro panel. We're like, oh, we're gonna talk to Dwight. Oh my God, like that's him over there. We're like high school kids. We're like, oh my God, we're gonna go talk to that girl.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna give him a shirt. We're gonna talk to him.
Exactly.
It was cool because Bug, I think he got the invite, and he's like, oh, why don't you just go?
Yeah.
You're in Canada. Who wants to step up and go?
Yeah.
And I put my hand up virtually, and he gave me all the details. I was like, hey, just give me your details. I'll do a live stream for you. Took some pictures, and we did an interview. And those guys were really nice. Like we gave them each a shirt at the end of the interview too.
Yeah, Ryan and Dwight are both really cool guys. I've gotten the opportunity to hang around with them at SDCC a couple times. I think it was like Ryan's first year. They had shut down the exhibit hall, but I was kind of walking around with them, and I kind of was able to like hang around with them for, a good like half hour, 45 minutes after everything was closed off. So it was pretty cool.
and they're nice as heck. Like I said, we were
Yeah.
nervous to talk to Dwight, and in my interview, this is my first time doing an interview, and I'm just mumbling like a fool to myself, and they just knew when to pick up the cues, and they just kept it moving. Like
Yeah,
they just had all the information.
and,
It was
oh, go ahead.
oh yeah, there was even a time where I think me and Kevin both saw Dwight just before the panel, and we just approached him. Very approachable guy,
Yeah.
easy to talk to, and just shot. I think we shot off like how many questions at him about like, hey, like, what do you guys think about like, let's say, I don't know, like a new Build-A-Figure for MODOK, for example, right? We had a list actually of different figures we wanted to go through, what we wanted to see, and he just took them right there, and I guess we're getting some of the results now, right?
Yep. Yeah, they like to drop subtle hints sometimes too. So, let's see, Ernie, you got any questions?
No, man, very cool. When do you guys plan on restocking some of this stuff? We got questions in the chat saying the 3X Sentinel White isn't available. Adam wants to order that one. That's even near and dear to him because Gentle Giant sculpted that. So he definitely wants one of those. Do you guys, when do you guys usually restock or anything?
The 3X we don't really keep on hand because it's not that popular, but we can definitely get it if it's Adam. If he can shoot us a message, or we can contact him after, we can order it with our next batch.
That was for JLA Reject wants that one.
Okay,
Sure.
yeah. We're on Instagram at
Okay.
TAxHF. Just hit up the DMs and we can just figure it out from there. Because while 3X is, they get requested here and there, it's not in the range that is often ordered. So we don't try to sit on too many of those, but it's definitely attainable.
Sweet.
For sure.
Cool. That's awesome. Good to know. Yeah, the pin game is crazy out there. I'm a Disney head and have different pins from different people online too and everything. So I would say definitely keep up on that. If you guys
Dude,
have an idea,
Disney
of
pins
other
are
stuff.
crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, then that starts just like what you guys. We even have our own pins too, and I love how. Yeah, I love how they come out and everything. So definitely, people rock pins like crazy. So I would definitely, if you guys are talking amongst each other and you have an idea for something, I would definitely say go for it because lots of people wear them out
picture
there.
on the site there. We try to get a picture of to show people how you can rock it, showcase it on the little fanny pack there. Got the other button, got my Mezco Gomez there.
Yeah.
Oh man, people even collect the pins just to throw up on their corkboard.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how
Yeah,
my wife.
so-
That's how my wife does it. She's got all kinds of Disney pins on like 4 or 5 different cork boards. Like it started off real mild, and then now it's crazy.
Someone says they want a Sugarman Bath T-shirt. That would be cool.
That would be very cool.
And then there was also a question of have you guys thought about doing some DC ones?
That has been
DC
something.
Yeah.
We've talked about for sure.
Before we get moving along here, I gotta say I'm gonna have to definitely pick up one of these Legends Never Die shirts. That's just killer.
Oh yeah. So funny you mentioned that. So that's actually our latest release right now. It is up for pre-order, so you can definitely you can hit us up. You can visit the website. We should be running until closer to the end of this month.
Okay,
right, Kevin.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, so then that's cool too. So then that's the latest pre-order. So is the Sentinel and Shang-Chi still available?
The Sentinel we keep in stock all the time.
Okay.
The Shang-Chi, we have a few units remaining. However, they will be going back up again when there's more movie news, things like that.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely have to get me one of those then.
It's pretty cool. I actually got a shirt out to Simu Liu, who is the actor who's been casted for Shang-Chi.
Oh,
and
wow.
he actually has one of the original 4 that we made. Yeah, he has one. Yeah.
That's killer. That's absolutely killer.
Yeah, he's Canadian, and through a couple of connects, we were able to get a shirt out to him.
Sweet. Yeah, Adam said make a Todd Father shirt.
Any future TMNT stuff? Yeah, I would love to do TMNT. We have a sticker on our accessories page that's basically our company name but done in the style of the TMNT cartoon logo.
Yeah,
That's like one of our favorite stickers too. I was so happy when I designed that. I was like, wow.
It was very well executed.
it fits perfectly. Like, yeah, absolutely perfectly.
Because when you look at the design of our shirts, we try to lay out the parts. And when you think of the classic turtle toys, I mean, there's literally one little piece that's all parts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. That little rectangle where you pick all the weapons out of. So that kind of stuff works easily.
Nice. So back in the past, I remember people complaining in Canada about not being able to get figures, and it was real hard to come by for a lot of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Within the last 2 years, that year or so, 2 years, that's changed exponentially. Now you guys get everything like right off the bat, right?
I think in some cases, yeah. I think we saw the Captain Marvel wave first before most people. And then the Apocalypse wave, we saw that first down here before it hit the States.
I was so jealous about that.
Yeah. So we mentioned earlier our Canadian Facebook page, Northern Legends. That was originally created by my coworker Peter, because we were tired of dealing with people on Facebook in the States. They're like, oh, $23 for this figure, $5 for shipping. How much more to ship to Canada? 8. He's like, what, 8 more? Yeah. And then we we're kind of getting tired of all these extra shipping costs. So we started a Facebook group and everyone started gathering together. So now the group has reached like over 1,000 people finally after a few years, and we have a really nice network. And honestly, that's how I met Sean. That's how I meet a lot of cool guys in the community up here.
Wow, that's really cool. I did not know that. Yeah, because like I said, I remember in the past, like it was real tough for you guys to get stuff. Like I remember seeing people like, man, like, could someone help me out here? I think that's kind of, I don't remember if that's how I ended up. Well, I think it was through Photo Combat. I got in contact with Mike Wang, and we started going back and forth, and he's told me about, the troubles of getting stuff. So, I definitely understand, and it's nice to see that things have changed. And it's kind of funny. It's got to be funny for you guys on your side going, well, we'll see how it feels. Like,
yeah, I have to flex a little bit sometimes when I get stuff.
Oh, you have to, because for so long you guys sat there and watched people like, oh yeah, and you're like, cool, I'm not going to get that for a couple months. Like, I'm going to be lucky if I can find somebody that's going to line me up with that,
It's all coming together. The Raptors win the championship. We're getting all the new toys,
Right? All right.
But yeah, the Apocalypse wave, that was one where we got up here, and I ended up I was coming back from the States picking up my toys, and someone said, oh, this Toys R Us has it. So I did a U-turn, picked up the whole wave, and it wasn't out in the States yet. And then some of my friends were like, you should do a YouTube review because nobody has it. And I ended up learning how to use Windows Media Editor in like 30 minutes, like the most low budget of video editing. Hey, but you know what? 30 minutes later, I got a video cut together and then put it up. So that's how I started doing YouTube for a bit.
Nice. And you guys still have Toys R Us up there, whereas we do not.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's one of the big factors too.
Oh, absolutely. It makes it a lot easier.
Hey, at least you guys got Target.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's still kind of a battle sometimes, but
really, huh?
Oh yeah. You've got, especially for where me and Ernie are at in Southern California, it's, you got a lot of guys that work there that they'll, it won't necessarily make it from truck to the floor. Like it'll make it from truck to somewhere in the back, and you can look up the item and ask them to bring it out, and nobody will know where it's at. It's just magically disappeared. You'll never find it. You leave the store and you check the stock, and by the time you get in your car to leave, the stock says 0.
Jeez.
So, we've
and
got
then it shows up at Frankenstein's.
yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
you got it.
In the masses.
Yep. All right, Ernie, what do we got going on in the chat here, sir?
CJ just showed up. What's up, CJ?
Woo!
Is that Articulatrix? Said Canada represent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
80s
love his
baby is
account.
in here. 80s baby has joined us. What's up, Dario? People throwing out more ideas for the Todd Father shirt.
Can someone please school everyone? What is the basis of a Todd Father shirt? What would be the image there?
A statue.
Statue would work, or some kind of like Todd McFarlane in like maybe like some robes or whatnot. I don't know. Some kind of like you could make him like a Greek god looking, or maybe even a mobster, or
no shoes.
Yes.
His spawn ring on.
Yeah.
How many POA?
Yeah, sitting on a throne of $3.5 million.
That's crazy. That Kickstarter's crazy, man.
Did you guys back it?
Sean did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't that big on Spawn, but I did buy the MK11 version.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't back it myself. I'm not really big on Spawn myself, so. But after everything that I saw, I'm not, like at first we were kind of skeptical about it, but after we got that video showing the articulation and whatnot, I was like, okay, now this will be cool, So it's definitely, I'm happy for the people that did back it.
Definitely. And it kind of changes the whole industry, almost he's like a pioneer almost. The amount of funding there.
That's what the crazy part was. It was like
funded in 12 minutes.
Yeah. Why would you of all people do a Kickstarter for $100,000? Like, did he was it like a flex? Was it he didn't have faith in Spawn? Like what? What? Where did that come from? It's like everybody knew he was gonna go over that $100,000 mark. It just, I don't know what, like he could have set that up on, one of his websites and cut out the middleman, and just had people go, all right, yeah, I'm just going to go buy this Spawn figure here. So that's what weirded me out, or, us out in the beginning. We were just like, what the heck?
Yeah, I know a lot of other collectors were talking about that too. And I think it came down to the fact that you just didn't want to put it out in retail. Just because I know at certain retailers, they have to buy a certain amount. But I guess for this way, it's easier for the fans to get it direct in their hands, etc. That way he wouldn't have any, this is my guess, of course. But that way there wouldn't be too much like in stock in stores. That'd be like dead stock kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I think what he had said too is that, the push was getting it like the way he wanted to present it into the stores. And, his team had told him, they said, no one's going to buy it like that. And he's like, so I decided to do it this way. So I think, maybe the whole multiple options and, the whole, like, cause he's real big on the autograph thing. So maybe that was one of the factors that they said, you can't do the autograph thing. And maybe he was just like, well, then I'm going to do it my own way, or I don't know. It's pure speculation on my end. So, let's see. So what are some of your guys' like favorite lines? Like, what do you guys collect? We'll start with you first, Kevin.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. What's your main collection?
Definitely. I'd say from my end, it's Marvel Legends. That's what started me on the collecting game, all the way in Toy Biz. First figure I ever got that would be considered Marvel Legends was that Marvel Legends Gambit.
Ooh.
The base and everything, I was just blown away, all the detail. And yeah, I collect SH Figure Arts, some Mezco here and there. I try not to go into different lines, but the Power Rangers line's really doing it for me too.
Yeah, it always pulls you in different directions. How about you, Sean?
Well, that was Sean.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Kevin. I said Kevin first, but yeah.
So sorry. Good. I'm not really limited to lines as I am to properties. So I'm big on Batman, Ninja Turtles, Star Wars, and X-Men, Spider-Man are my top Marvel, and that's like my top 4. So I have like Star Wars in Black Series. I have Star Wars in SHF. I'll dabble in a few Hot Toys here and there, and same with the DC stuff. Same with the Batman stuff.
Yeah, I think I have a Batman from pretty much every like version you can get. Like I've got the Mezco, I've got the essential stuff. I had got all the like old Universe Classic stuff.
Yep.
There's a bunch of DC collectibles stuff, or back when it was DC Direct. Yeah, I literally have a tote just full of different types of Batman figures.
Right, and then they just keep re-releasing the old suits all over again. Which is it's better with the new articulation sometimes.
Yeah. And then I'm just a complete sucker for X-Men. Like I just love X-Men a lot, and Wolverine is the end all be all for myself. So I've got multiple Wolverines, and like the X-Men waves I buy the bare minimum probably 3. So I'll buy one to open, one to display, one to keep or whatnot. I've got 2 different rooms. Like there's, the display of them like up on the wall in the packaging, and then the other room has a display of them as well. So I don't know I don't know what's going on, but
you're like a sneaker collector.
Is that how that goes? Because I'm not familiar with the sneaker game at all.
I think it's like buy 3, 1 to rock, 1 for dead stock, and 1 to trade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Right.
that's what I'm gonna have to do with that new retro Spidey wave.
Yeah, that looks
Yeah.
nice.
Oh man, I can't wait for that to come out. That Kingpin.
Yeah, that looks real nice.
Ooh, Sean, retro Spidey Kingpin wave bath T-shirt.
Ooh, I like that.
Write it down.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
This is all it takes. Like, this is the creative process. You just look at toys.
You
and
just
be like,
brainstorm.
how cool is this?
There's all kinds of cool stuff. Okay, so we've got, what is this? We've got images here of the Casey and Raph inbox for Walmart, correct? In
Yes.
June, apparently.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are coming quick.
Yeah, well,
No pre-orders yet.
hopefully we see them. Because getting stuff at Walmart is a nightmare around here.
Mm.
Especially stuff like this. It's just like, this is going to be like, I don't know what I'm going to have to do. Honestly, like, this is just going to be one of those things where it's like, ooh, yeah, no, I got it, but I'm not going to tell you what I had to do to get it, so.
Yeah, there's some retailers. I think comic shops should be getting it too, no? Because I know a couple of stores, a couple of retailers up here, retailers as in like small comic shop, toy shops, or they put them up on their sites.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. I know we've got
You guys have Walmart up there?
Yeah, we got Walmart.
Walmart.
Okay.
sweet.
Yeah, we got that gray suit Black Widow up here, nice and early. That's
Oh,
another
yeah.
one.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
another one.
See, yeah, I'm still waiting on mine to even say shipped.
Oh dang.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Like, we were lucky enough to, me and Michael Wisman were lucky enough to find some around here. So, but the people that ordered online, they're still waiting. So,
What sucks about trying to find this in our Walmarts out here, guys, is they're very, this whole NECA video game section started just barely last year for us, of getting them. And as ours, like me and Cheney's locally, they don't even abide by it anymore. Like, nothing's even there. We never saw Spawn. You barely see anything over there.
Yikes.
You see the NECA stuff like laying around in the aisles, so everybody's really scared. What sucks on the scalper end of that is how many people have been saying, I know I'm going to have to pay that price. That really sucks.
Yeah.
I'm one of them.
Yeah. No,
like,
I know, and it's been going everywhere.
Yeah, it's just like, well, if I got to pay the iron price, I got to pay the iron price. It's just, I really don't want to, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So,
I just saw in the chat, Nick von Frankenstein. He put in quotes, "I'm not going to put my own money into a figure with articulation." I'm assuming that's about
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that.
Did you guys order the Baron Benz?
I did not.
Me neither. No.
Oh man,
I love Gomez. He's an amazing figure. He's amazing. What he represents for Mezco is something that we're trying to do.
Oh.
It's basically Mezco doing like no, not Gomez shirt or anything.
No. I get what you're saying. They're your own kind of deal, where you have your own characters that your own kind of
exactly. You
IP,
build yourself up,
right?
Exactly. You build yourself up with a big enough fan base and a big enough following, and then you just release your own thing,
right?
Right. You don't have to pay your royalty. You don't have to worry about anything. You got your own, and then at that point, you just keep pumping out new stuff, and that's kind of a path I'm taking a page out of.
It's a smart path to follow. If you can, like what they've done, like with the pink skulls, even it's like,
yeah,
those are awesome. And I think had I not picked up the pink skulls, I probably wouldn't be so like into Baron Benz. But I'm just like, I'm already in, so screw it. Like, let's go.
Yeah, and then now I have the figures, and then there's like a comic. There's which I don't have. I'm more interested. I want more content.
Right.
You see the different box art on the was it on the lunchbox of the Gomez or some of the other tins that have him in different costumes. Like, this is crazy. You can put him in anything you want.
Anything, and the thing too is like anything that they have laying around that's already been tooled, it doesn't cost them anything to do that.
Yeah, that's crazy smart.
They paid the money to do the tooling, paid the the licensing fees and everything for those said characters, and now they can go back and pull from all the weapons that they want, all the accessories, all the body molds, the whole deal, and put their label on it, and it works, man. It works. It's genius. I love it. So
yeah, it's very smart.
Yeah, about the Baron Benz, I got my email this morning, so that's why I'm just like, yeah, finally, he's on the way. So I'm like super stoked about that. Let's see.
Yeah, that's another one where I didn't need him, but I'm happy for the people who got him. It's another one where if I didn't have 3 Gomez's unopened in my basement, then I probably would have bought something else. So the fact that they're still unopened, I'm like, I really gotta slow down.
So are they unopened because you plan to never open them, or you just haven't got around to them yet?
I haven't gotten around to it. You mentioned earlier, like, oh, you probably don't see Mike Wang all that often because now he's a father. I'm like, well, I got 2 kids too, so there's not that much time at night for all this stuff.
Right. Yeah, I have one myself, and luckily I'm able to, my wife is very understanding in this time of need for everyone that we can do this every day. So, but usually right after this is over, I'm out. It's bath time. The whole deal. So,
yeah, I just dealt with that right before here.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So neither of you guys are inbox collectors?
No,
okay.
Not by choice.
Oh, I'm sorry for you guys. That's right.
See, Ernie here is an inbox gentleman. He likes his, he likes his packaging pristine. It hurts him inside to kind of, open a figure, if you will. So, but he did open up Destro from the new G.I. Joe wave. He got those in, and he opened up Destro on our show last week. That should be going up on Thursday on our normal show. So,
where did you guys order from?
And I love that figure. I got to connect.
Okay.
Yeah. Not lying, like serious. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
I got the whole wave and yeah.
So are you guys
That's
excited?
the Walmart truck out the back door.
There you
connect.
go.
Right? That's the that's the homie hookup. No, for reals. I'm in contact with a private seller.
Oh, gotcha.
And yeah, it's just luck of the draw though, honestly, as far as who gets wet first. And it just so happened he got these first, and I was like, yes. So yeah, I've had my whole wave and everything, and it's a good wave. Are you guys into it? Are you gonna go for that?
I'm probably gonna pick up the Snake Eyes, and hopefully they do a Storm Shadow. I'm into the ninja stuff.
Oh yeah, that's me all the way.
I was just
That's
gonna say
why.
you're speaking to Ernie's heart right now.
Yeah, that's why I had to open up Destro. Like, you just cannot have Destro, and you look at this Destro and you just hear his voice. Like, for reals, they did a great job on it. Snake Eyes is amazing. I really can't wait to see what Storm Shadow is going to look like. Just seeing those three. I know the Joes do look different, but the way that Cobra looks, like, I'm hoping so, but
Yeah.
we'll see. That back art really shows a lot, so we're gonna have to go. I mean, either way, it doesn't matter what it is. I'm pulling the trigger. I'm gonna get it.
Well, if you kind of look at the pattern of Hasbro with Marvel Legends, you kind of get a character first with like a B or C costume, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll get the classic, most popular one later on. So you'll get a Dazzler with that weird disco outfit, and then you'll get the retro video game.
Yeah,
Or you'll get like a bunch of Cyclopses first, and then you'll get a Jim Lee.
yeah.
So if you're not down with the new G.I. Joe redesigns, retro collections are, they're
eminent.
definitely coming.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're definitely gonna throw it on a retro card too. You watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, so since we don't have much time left, why don't you guys in the Chat Migos chat there go ahead and throw some questions at these gentlemen? Is that okay with you, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sounds good.
cool. And then while you're in there, be sure to hit that thumbs up for us. Let us know you like the show. And if you're not subscribed, be sure to hit subscribe. Keep up with the show, if you will.
I did a thumbs up, and I'm in the chat, and I'm in the podcast.
Yeah. That's what I like to hear.
Beardy did have a question earlier about big, beautiful bald sizes, and yeah, the largest they go, Beardy, I asked that earlier, was 3X.
Yeah, 3X. I'm just scrolling through the chat. Yeah, you guys let me know what questions.
Okay, Dario
Need
has
to
one
be
here.
answered.
That's 80s baby. What got you guys to come up with the t-shirt ideas?
I think it was a cross between trying to start our own clothing line and then getting an idea for the premise or the whole theme behind the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Really and truly what it was is that Kevin and I would just shoot each other messages every now and then on like what figures are coming out, etc. But we always knew that we kind of wanted to like start something with Kevin brought the idea with doing something that has to do with figures. And I was like, that's great. We both love figures for sure. Like, obviously do something that you're very passionate about, right?
Right.
And then the Sentinel just came and I was just like, whoa.
Yeah, it's a genius idea. Genius. I love it.
Yeah.
Since you guys are collectors, Smash Lab wants to know what's your favorite Marvel Legends? Well, not Marvel, just favorite Legends.
Favorite Legends
Marvel.
doesn't have to be a Marvel Legends.
No, because you can pick a Toy Biz too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with Shang-Chi right now.
Nice. It's a nice
He's
figure.
really nicely sculpted. The weirdest part that I like are the feet. Like, it's so nicely detailed. There's like arches to the feet. I don't have a foot fetish or anything. Please don't.
Do not start sending those in the TM.
I don't want any foot pics in there. But it's just cool how they did that. They didn't put any peg holes or anything. And you can do a lot of poses, a whole bunch of hands like the Iron Fist, and then the nunchucks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we've got a footman here, don't we?
I'd say I'd say for me, my favorite Marvel Legend in particular was the Spider-Man 2099, the new suit. But for the main reason, really the design of how that looks, and then the body mold. That body mold for me is like A grade, and then it's used like every now and then for like, look, it's used for Shang-Chi as well.
Yeah.
It's starting to become the new Buck from what I see at least.
Yeah, that was what was it? Was that the I want to say originally that was Sunfire, wasn't it? It shares the same body, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they've been using that a lot more lately, so that's really
Oh,
cool.
yeah. It's the butterfly joints for me,
Yeah, the butterfly joints just make everything better.
for sure.
And do you guys collect Mezco?
Yep.
What would you be your favorite Mezco, and why Gomez? No, anybody but Gomez.
Anybody but Gomez. I'm gonna have to go with Tactical Suit Batman. I collect all the Batman from Mezco. Ben Affleck is the best part of that, but it's the suit. It's just so well done. You can kid bash him with a whole bunch of other heads. You can use that as a base for like a Red Hood or some other characters too.
For sure.
Good stuff in there.
Yeah, swappability is customizability is very easy to work with that stuff.
Oh yeah. Like Kevin, I'm gonna be going with the Batman, but particularly the Ascending Knight Batman. I really really like that figure just from the nostalgia look of it. It's a great play on what that original costume looked like to me.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
Sean,
the
there's a
ear.
question for you. What is your preferred design program to use and why?
Oh, okay, so what I use is Adobe Illustrator. I've always found it easier to use, learned it through college, and I've just stuck with it. Most of the Adobe programs, what I've been using, they're industry based. So yeah.
Nice. I never really got too into to Illustrator. I've dabbled around in Photoshop. I used to make flyers for old bands I was in like the I want to say mid 2000s to date myself now. But yeah, I always used Photoshop to make flyers and stuff.
Very cool.
Yeah, or make somewhat designs. Like I'm not good at it by any means. Not But then when Illustrator came out, I kind of messed around with it. I'm like, whoa, this is like completely different almost.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would love to learn how to use that one day myself.
Let's jump on YouTube. That's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah, YouTube. You can learn anything from YouTube, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really it's funny because I tell that to people all the time. I'm like, oh yeah, if you wanted to check this out, just go to YouTube, or I learned this on YouTube, or blah blah blah. I'm very much an advocate for that myself.
For sure.
Any new designs in the near future?
Ooh.
Definitely. To what we were talking about with the whole Gomez kind of aspect, me and Kevin do want to go forward with our own original design, kind of a mascot kind of thing.
Nice.
Just a few things in the works. Still playing the same element of it being a collectible, but yeah, we do like the fact that the Mezco stuff has a lot of accessories, and we'll say that's something that will be incorporated with this.
I don't think we can fit all the Mezco accessories onto one shirt.
Not all, but
Maybe like beach blankets or something.
Yeah.
No, but
awesome.
we do have the Legends Never Die pre-order right now, and then, like Sean said, we have our own mascot design. We're just fleshing that out and waiting for the
Sweet.
timing. We're also looking to work with another toy company to do an exclusive line for them.
Ooh, exciting.
But that's all I can say for now.
for sure.
And in terms, we don't want to box ourselves in terms of just Marvel.
Right.
Marvel has a big fan base, but as collectors, nobody really collects just one. So we're going to have definitely more designs, more classic properties, just for stuff that something that you want to pop on. when you're gonna go out on the hunt.
Sweet. And I've got a question actually. So, how's the quality of the shirts? I haven't got one yet, so I've been kind of like, I think it's been the whole like the distance thing. I'm like, oh, I really want one, but do I want to pay that much for shipping or whatnot? So
Shipping is $5 US.
Okay,
I got you. You know what? You message me after. I'll waive the shipping for you. You let me know what you need. But in terms of the quality, it is definitely not an 8.5 by 11 iron-on onto a plain T-shirt, as we've seen some people try to do replicating our shirts.
Right.
That is not the case. These are printed using a direct-to-garment process, which is basically like tattooing the ink into the fibers of the shirt.
Oh, nice.
So it's not like a screen. It's not an iron-on. It's going to last a few, like
it's
more
not
than...
going to fade. It's kind of,
yeah.
It's going to be, you could stretch it. It'll still retain what it looks color-wise and everything.
Awesome. Yes, no, definitely go with the original creators and the original design. You don't want to go with the knockoff bootlegs for sure, no matter how cheap they may be.
Right.
Unfortunately, we are out of time. If you guys would like to come back for like one of our normal length shows that we do on Thursday, you're more than welcome to. I'd love to have you guys on, and we can kind of like go, I guess, maybe more in depth and maybe kind of, draw it out a little bit more. It's been a lot of fun sitting here talking with you guys. I want to thank you so much for taking the time out to sit down with us, and, interact with not only us, but, the people in the chat as well. Ernie?
Yeah, that would definitely sound good. Thank you guys so much for coming on. Thanks to all the chat amigos again today for hitting a like, joining in, asking questions.
Yeah.
All our regulars. What's up? Plundering's back. Beardy, Adam, Dario, part of the crew. Thanks, guys. Everybody, make sure to hit their site and go get in your pre-order for that new one. I definitely recommend getting a pin.
And a button and a sticker and anything you can, basically. Do you guys have any kind of like bundle deals or?
That's not a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what?
That's how I sell my calendars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. Right now I have a coupon code that's 2 legit. The number 2 legit. And it gives you 10% off of most of the items in the Mutant Hunting Robot collection, except for the the enamel pin, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, but that just came out. But everything, so you can get an MHR t-shirt, sticker, button, 10% off at checkout. 2 legit.
All right, guys, you heard it here.
These are the original legit versions.
Yes.
That's awesome. I like it. And how old am I? Yeah, the whole time I just kept doing too legit to quit. So,
and then in my head, it's all, hey.
Yeah. I'm already shooting the commercial for you guys. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll chat offline. We'll take that offline.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, where can we find you guys then?
Instagram at TAxHF, or on the World Wide Web, www.taxhf.ca. We're on Facebook as well, and you can hit the shop through any of those social media websites.
Awesome. And is there, if anyone wants to follow you guys individually, do you guys have individual like IGs or whatnot?
Definitely. You can find me at Hype Faction, and Kevin at Toying Around.
Yeah, I do. Mine's at Toying Around on Instagram, and that's just my ACBA stuff.
Okay. Awesome. Ernie, where can we keep up with you, sir?
Here Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Times for the Quickie Mini episodes. Every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Times for our regular show. Wednesday nights with the Sarlacc Digest podcast. And be sure and check us out on our Toy Migos Facebook group.
Yes, just opened on Friday, so we're fairly new. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys once again, everybody that showed up, that hopped in the chat. Kevin and Sean, thank you so much.
No, thank you guys. Toy Migos, Chat Migos. I love talking toys, and I love answering your questions.
I am Cheney 180.
I'm the Fallen Fett.
And we're supposed to pick up on that. We are
You-
TAxHF.
There you go. There you go.
There
you
it
go.
is.
Yeah, there we go. And remember, guys,